Hi, everybody. It's Yvonne and Dexter back here again with another episode of Freightbrokerchic. And so, thank you guys for joining us. Please don't forget, as I always say, to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, as it always helps us to reach more people. So, today we have the master trainer back with us again. Let me give him his props. Yay! You guys know we always love having him here. And we wanted to just quickly share with you today. So there's, oh God, talk about a lot going on in the world, but we want to try to stick to what's going on in the economy and with logistics and where we may be headed. In my opinion, I do believe we are headed to a recession. I maybe some of you as well lived through the recession of 2007-8. There was the recession in the 80s. And so I really believe, they say every 10 to 15 years, maybe, it could have been a little longer, but for between the 80s and 90s, my memory is correct. I just remember the housing market being hit really bad in the very first one. Now in 2007, the banking industry, as well as the housing market, was hit really, really bad. I was working in the financial industry at that time. And so we wanted to share with you today where logistics would fall in if, in fact, we do end up in another recession. How can you position yourself? We always say, and you've heard the term as well, that logistics is recession proof. And I always say, look around. You probably had a UPS or a FedEx box dropped off to you today, wherever you work. If you're building anything, go to the grocery store. I mean, those trucks are still moving, and they're going to have to move. Look at right now we're in a shortage with baby formula. And so that product has to get to the grocery store. I'm a consumer myself. I don't like going to the grocery store and seeing my shelves half empty. So what we're saying to you is, for those of you that are considering coming into the industry, logistics is not going anywhere. Brokering is not going anywhere. They're threatening, electric trucks, maybe, 20, 30, 40 years down the road. But for right now, today, somebody's got to get in that 18-wheeler and drive it down the road. So I'm going to let Dex share. I just want to give you a little intro. He's like, you're preaching my whole sermon. I'm like, I know, but,
Yeah, it's really nothing left to say.
Thank
you very much for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in to the Yvonne Show once again. It was nice having you. We'll be back next time, next week. Same time, same channel.
No.
Thank you.
This is our master trainer, so he's going to go into a little, because he's lived through some of those as well, and I want you to share, how you fared through, how logistics, how trucking fared through all of these things.
Well, basically unfettered when the actual Fannie Mae subprime market bubble actually blew up. Mm-hmm. A lot of real estate people ran over to try to become brokers because they heard it still made about the same type of money they would make in real estate, but it was a totally different process. So a lot of them didn't convert very well. It's kind of like all of a sudden being a dentist all your whole life and somebody tells you to go be a brain surgeon. It's just like, yeah, you're still working on the human body, but it's a totally different part that you've never worked on before. Mm-hmm. But as far as freight, it was, I don't remember a bad time. Because the thing is that freight just keeps right on moving because people have to eat, people need products, clothes. Now you might have it that a shipper might slow down a little bit, and maybe you can start seeing that there's slowdowns here and slowdowns there. But at the same time, if you're making sales phone calls and you actually get good at sales, the thing about making sales phone calls when you're a broker, the more you do it, the better you are. And so you should be able to actually pull in more customers to actually make up for any slowdowns of existing freight that you might have. That's what I always tell everybody. If your freight slows down, add another customer. And then if it all comes back up, then you're just that much stronger when freight comes back up. But
So basically, you're saying for the brokers, really right now is the time to
time's a killer time right now
to make
because
your sales phone calls
Yeah.
to really begin to build your client base.
Yes,
because there
definitely.
probably will. He's right. There probably will be some slowdowns. Some manufacturers and shippers may go out of business, but if you've built enough of a client base, if one customer falls off, then you've got, plenty more, which you're continuing to move freight. We're not wishing that on anybody. I wish, the best and most success of every customer out there. But in times like this, if the customer, just didn't prepare properly or whatever the issue is, layoffs or whatever, it can affect your individual account. But what we're saying is protect your overall business by diversifying and having multiple customers.
Well, here it is.
Because some people do make the mistake. You get one good customer. We've all been there, and we're flowing, and you're good, man. Money's coming in, and then something happens with that one customer, and then you're like, what am I going to do now?
Well, that's just called putting all your eggs in one basket,
Right.
which you shouldn't do anyway.
Right.
But hopefully most brokers are always pushing ahead to grow their customer base, because when you grow your customer base, you grow your money.
Okay.
So one customer, it works for some people, not me. But it's just one of those things. But yes, is brokering recession proof? Very much so.
Okay.
But I'm still not going to say that it cannot be affected by a recession.
Okay.
But your money will still be coming in, and if you're already making good money at being a broker, then the type of money that brokers can make, you won't even feel the recession.
Okay.
Not even a bit. You won't even know what's going on except for seeing it on the television, and maybe prices might be a little bit expensive, but if you have the money, you can afford it.
Okay. Well, I think that's the point in our session today, is to let you know, if you're considering coming into brokering, don't listen to the naysayers. There's always freight to move. And if you come through our training, which again starts June the 6th, 2022, we'd love to hear from you. I'll have that information in the comments. Again, that's June 6th, 2022. The training lasts about 30 days. We have about 13 sessions where we really delve into how brokering works. What is a broker? What are the different types of equipment? How to make sales phone calls. So it's really very, very in-depth. And we'd love for you to just visit our website. And beyond that, we'd love to see you in our training. Everyone stay safe out there. We know the struggle is real, but hopefully we provided a door for you to ease that up and continue to be able to support yourself and your family. Thank you for joining. Any last words?
No. Drive safe.
Drive safe. Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks again. We will see you next time here on Freightbrokerchic. Bye-bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.